Hello everyone, Gilbert here. Welcome to Red Dragon Modelworks. Um, a few weeks ago, I alluded to the fact that the Styrene Syndicate show, as it was presented to the community, was no longer going to be, viable. Now there are many reasons for that, and I'm not going to get into it right now. Only to say that we were headed in a different direction. And sometimes, families being what they are, brothers, they don't agree on everything. And this is one of those instances. Now, I wish those brothers well. I really do. Steve, Cloverleaf Studio, he and I, we go back a ways, a few years. Same with Phil. And Wayne, loved the brother to death. But our paths just weren't devoted in the same direction. For the most part, they were, but there were some differences, and those differences were not something that could be overcome. I wish them well, and I wish them all the best in whatever endeavor they wanted it. So that's about all I'll say on that. I know there's been some rumor and some innuendo out there, and it is what it is. But from me, I wish them well. So that being said, the Styrene Syndicate was born about two and a half years ago. But it wasn't called the Styrene Syndicate. It was Aaron Newlands and I, right here, Aaron Newlands, and I had discussed a show once and something to bring to the community to show our love of hobby and where we would like to see this community go. We test floated a couple of hangouts, and we did one that I would consider a semi-show where I interviewed him. And it didn't go well because Aaron had things in his life that he was running with Modeling Misfits, right here. Check it out. The Modeling Misfits magazine, his webpage, and home life. So a bunch of friends and I, we were all sitting in a hangout one day, and we said, hey, let's get together and build a little model community, a group. And that's where the Sons of Styrene were born. From that, I was still doing what I was doing. I interviewing a few people here and there in hangouts. And I suggested to a few people, hey, let's do a show together. So that's where the show originated from. Who started it, who did all that, doesn't matter. It really doesn't. But all of you out there know that I have tirelessly promoted this Styrene Syndicate and the show to the detriment of my own channel. Because I believe in it. I really do. So I want to see it succeed. And I was asked the other day, what is the Styrene Syndicate? Is it a modeling group? What would you consider it? Well, I'd like to put that in perspective right now. Yes and no. Yes, it is a modeling club group. And no, it's not. What I always envisioned the Styrene Syndicate to be would be like a YouTube Yellow Pages for modelers, where all the videos out there, instead of having to search for everything, you can go to one place and you could find what you were looking for. Autos, planes, armor, terrain, figures, wargaming, you name it, all in one place. So you could go there, find what you were looking for, all under the banner of syndicated modelers. That's where the Styrene Syndicate name comes from. It's syndicated modelers, all working to one purpose for their hobby. So that's how that was born. That's what the Google Plus page is for. That's what the YouTube page is for. It's for anyone. If you have a model club and you'd like to be a part of the syndicate, syndicated modelers, that's what the Styrene Syndicate is for. I encourage you all, join it. Get your work out there. Let other people see it. Figure painting, sci-fi, whatever, it matters. If you're at the bottom of the rung to the top, it doesn't matter. put it there. You know, let other people see it. That's what my vision for the Styrene Syndicate has always been. It's not to monetize anything because I have nothing to sell. Not to get goodies because what you see behind me, 99.999% of everything here has been purchased by me. I don't ask anyone for anything, you know. So we have nothing to sell. You know, I can't, in good conscience, monetize your work. It doesn't work that way. But I wanted, and my sincere hope is that each and every one of you listening to this video will use the Styrene Syndicate as a reference on where to find people, where to find work, where to find how-tos, where to find products. And I'll get to that in a minute. Where to find products that will benefit you. So that's where a few differences came in, and that is where my focus is. So that being said, as far as YouTubers, I welcome you all. I don't care what group you belong to. I don't care what club you belong to. It doesn't matter to me. We can get along. The universe is big enough for all of us. If I have said something to offend anyone out there on a personal level, I hope you would accept this apology. And I will accept any apology out there coming from anyone that has said anything negative about me. That's not what we're here for. We're here to spread the love of the hobby. There are people out there that make a living on this hobby. And if you're a straight up person and a reputable dealer, then I will consider putting your products on that page. There's a reason for that, though. There have been many people that have been burned by people that sell things, and I, in good conscience, cannot allow dealers to put stuff on there without me knowing who they are. So that's the only caveat I have. You cannot sell anything on there unless you seek the approval of not only the people, the admins that are running that, but we know who you are. And we know that you're not trying to stroke the community. It's the only reason I don't allow that to happen. The Google Plus page and the new YouTube page, it'll be up and running soon, will never be monetized. I won't monetize it. I'm not in this for money. I will start with my partners to reach out to people to bring you better content. Bring you interviews with known modelers, bring you interviews with non-known modelers. I want to be able to spotlight new talent, spotlight the talent that's out there, and bring things to each and every one of you that are different from what your comfort zone is. If you're a car builder, I'd like to show you how to build planes, the joy of weathering those. If you're a plane builder, build a tank. All this stuff, it cross-pollinates. All the techniques you can use for anything. And that's what my intention, that's what my drive is for. That's what the Facebook page is for. And that's what the Google Plus page is for. This Saturday, we'll have another show with different people. And it'll be the same format. But, and I ask you all to bear with me as I start to tweak things. If we have a product review, which we will have, there is a guideline that we're going to go by. It doesn't matter if it's MIG or if it's just some guy in a garage. Everybody's going to have to go by these guidelines that we set. Is it good? The price, etc., etc., etc. And let the chips fall where they may. There will be no, if I use something, I'll tell you why I like it and let you make up your decision on whether you like it. And if you disagree with me, all opinions are welcome. If you have how-to videos, I encourage you to become a member and post them. If you know of anybody out there, some young modeler that you'd like us to spotlight and bring attention to them, I encourage that also. And people that are out there, I'm going to be reaching out to the Dr. Crankies, the CTs, the Boyds, all these people, and ask, will you consider coming on and let us interviewing you? Tell us your journey. How did you get to where you are now? What drives you? That is what my goal is for the Styrene Syndicate. I want, it's a one-stop shop to find anything and everything. If you're like me, man, and you're searching for something and you got to go through a bunch of videos to find them, although it's time consuming, sometimes you don't want to have to search for that. You want to go to one place and find it all, and that's basically what the Styrene Syndicate is. So I encourage anyone out there, to become a member of our Google Plus community. Become a member, if you have Facebook, of our Facebook community. And if you have any suggestions, you can leave it down below, or you can contact me here. Styrene Syndicate, gmail.com. Styrene Syndicate, gmail.com. And believe me, we will take them up into consideration. It will no longer be just, what we see on the net and bringing it to you. Well, that we'll still do, but we will also like to bring you the actual players. So if I show you a YouTube page of a certain modeler, I want to reach out to that modeler and actually speak to him and bring that to you also. I'd like to ask you all for your forgiveness. I have not commented a lot lately because I'm trying to sort everything out here, and I'm so far behind on these videos with everything that happened here with my family that it's overwhelming. But the response that I got from the community is great. The response that I'm hearing from people at the shows on what we're doing here is also, it gives me hope that we can build a pretty good community, and I'm on the right track. So this Saturday we are going to have a show. I ask you all to tune into it, comment. Eventually what we're going to start doing is, there will be giveaways, there'll be prizes, etc., etc. I'm reaching out to people to see if they'll donate stuff so we can hand it back to the community. There'll be, like raffles, you name it. We're working on that, guys. And I want so desperately for this to be more of a community-based interaction, where you have a say on what goes on there, because it's your content that you're putting up there. It's your content that people are looking at. So I believe you have a say-so in what your content is, how it's used. So with that being said, I wish Phil and Wayne the best of luck. I really do. I wish them nothing but, and if they ever want to be a part of this again, I welcome them with open arms. But it's time to move on, and I think you guys are gonna like how we present this to you in the future. Again, remember, think of the Styrene Syndicate as a YouTube Yellow Pages, and again, my hand is out to anyone out there that would like to be a part of it. I welcome you all. With that, I said peace. Enjoy the rest of your week. Love your families. Be good to your children. Leave the drama to the queens. And brothers, build a model. Peace.